Today is September 13th. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today out of the Big Book, we're going to read a little bit more out of Chapter 5, How It Works, by reading page 62. Out of the 12 and 12, we're going to begin Step 10 and read page 88. And we will be reading today's daily reflection in 24 hours a day. So with that, hope you all are doing well today, my friends. We've been given a brand new set, once again, of 24 hours, and that is always a good thing. If we're alive, we have the opportunity to change for the better, to right our wrongs. If we're still drinking, today's an opportunity, very big opportunity, to make that first step toward a better new life. By being alive today, there's hope. So with that, let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. So yesterday we talked about how selfishness and self-centeredness were the root of our troubles. And today we're going to build on that idea, beginning on the bottom of 62 to the top of 63. This is the how and the why of it. First of all, we had to quit playing God. It didn't work. Next, we decided that hereafter in this drama of life, God was going to be our director. He is the principal, and we are his agents. He is the Father, and we are his children. Most good ideas are simple, and this concept was the keystone of a new and triumphant arch through which we passed to freedom. When we sincerely took a position, all sorts of remarkable things followed. We had a new employer. Being all-powerful, he provided what we needed, if we kept close to him and performed his work well. Established on such a footing, we became less and less interested in ourselves, our little plans and designs. More and more, we became interested in seeing what we could contribute to life. As we felt new power flow in, as we enjoyed peace of mind, as we discovered that we could face life successfully, as we became conscious of his presence, we began to lose our fear of today, tomorrow, or the hereafter. We were reborn. Out of the 12 and 12, we're on Step 10. Continue to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. As we work the first 9 steps, we prepare ourselves for the adventure of a new life. But when we approach Step 10, we commence to put our AA way of living into practical use, day by day, in fair weather or foul. Then comes the acid test. Can we stay sober, keep an emotional balance, and live to good purpose under all conditions? A continuous look at our assets and liabilities, and a real desire to learn and grow by this means, are necessities for us. We alcoholics have learned this the hard way. More experienced people, of course, in all times and places have practiced unsparing self-survey and criticism. For the wise have always known that no one can make much of his life until self-searching becomes a regular habit, until he is able to admit and accept what he finds, and until he patiently and persistently tries to correct what is wrong. When a drunk has a terrific hangover because he drank heavily yesterday, he cannot live well today. But there's another kind of hangover which we all experience whether we're drinking or not. That is the emotional hangover, the direct result of yesterday's and sometimes today's excesses of negative emotion. Anger, fear, jealousy, and the like. If we would live serenely today and tomorrow, we certainly need to eliminate these hangovers. This doesn't mean we need to wander morbidly around in the past. It requires an admission and correction of errors now. Our inventory enables us to settle with the past. When this is done, we're really able to leave it behind us. When our inventory is carefully taken and we have made peace with ourselves, the conviction follows that tomorrow's challenges can be met as they come. Daily Reflection, September 13th. Repairing the damage. Good judgment, a careful sense of timing, courage and prudence. These are the qualities we shall need when we take step 9. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 83. To make amends can be viewed two ways. First, that of repairing damage. For if I have damaged my neighbor's fence, I make amend. And that is a direct amend. The second way is by modifying my behavior. For if my actions have harmed someone, I make a daily effort to cause no further harm. I mend my ways, and that is an indirect amend. What is the best approach? The only right approach, provided that I am causing no further harm in doing so, is to do both. If harm is done, then I simply mend my ways. To take action in this manner assures me of making honest amends. "24 hours a day, September 13th. AA Thought for the Day. No one is too discredited, nor has sunk too low, to be welcomed cordially into AA, if he or she means business. Social distinctions, petty rivalries, and jealousies are laughed out of countenance. Being wrecked in the same vessel, being restored and united under one God, with hearts and minds attuned to the welfare of others, the things that matter so much to some people no longer signify much to us. In AA, we have true democracy and true brotherhood. Has AA taught me to be truly democratic? Meditation for the day. When you call on God in prayer to help you overcome weakness, sorrow, pain, discord, and conflict, God never fails in some way to answer the appeal. When you are in need of strength for yourself or for the help of some other person, call on God in prayer. The power you need will come simply, naturally, and forcefully. Pray to God not only when you need help, but also just to commune with Him. The spirit of prayer can alter an atmosphere from one of discord to one of reconciliation. It will raise the quality of thought and word and bring order out of chaos. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may bring peace where there is discord. I pray that I may bring conciliation when there is conflict. All right, my friends, that concludes today's reading. Some beautiful stuff, as always, man. It's always hardest part of this thing is trying to figure out what to talk about. It's always gold and really food for thought for me for the day. But I really like I guess if I had to talk about one, I really like the Big Book reading today. Beautiful paragraph on page 63. When we sincerely took such a position. What's that position? Turning to God as my director. We had a new employer. Being all-powerful, He provided what we needed. It might not always be what I want or what I think I want, but it'll be what I need. I love this. Established on such a footing, we become less and less interested in ourselves, our little plans and designs. More and more we become interested in seeing what we can contribute to life. I know that's been true in my life. For me, living a life that matters is making an impact on the ones I love the most. Something that's going to live well beyond me. But for me, the only way I'm going to make an impact is if I cling to my higher power. and keep seeking His will, because that selfishness and self-centeredness, as it says on 62, the root of all my troubles, that can manifest itself very easily if I don't turn my will and my life over to the care of God daily, if not hourly or minute by minute. But if I do turn my will and my life over to the care of God, my motives start to change. And I see how I can contribute to life. And here's the crazy thing. When I'm no longer trying to be a chaser of my own willpower, and instead I'm replacing that with what God wants me to do, or what I think God wants me to do, all of a sudden, I have peace. It's the weirdest thing. It's like by sacrificing yourself in maybe whatever it might be, whatever it's, I'm afraid to say these examples out loud. Because if I say these certain examples out loud, I almost feel like that takes away from what I believe God's doing in my life. But let me put it this way. When I sacrifice my own willpower to help somebody else out, all of a sudden I have peace. It says right here, as we felt new power flow in, as we enjoyed peace of mind, as we discovered that we could face life successfully, and as we became conscious of His presence, which I've felt before, we began to lose our fear of today, tomorrow, or the hereafter. We were reborn. This is a reviving of my mind, and it can happen every day. And I love what one of the old timers used to say. He said, we can restart our day at any time throughout the day. I could go on and on and on, but I think what I'm really trying to circle around to is when I put the God of my understanding first in my life, and then others a close second, I feel infinitely better myself as a byproduct of that. It's easier said than done. My willpower likes to rule the show. But in my years of sobriety and practicing these steps, I'm aware of that self-centeredness now. And I pray every single morning the third step prayer, which is actually the next paragraph that we're going to be reading tomorrow. To turn my will and my life over to the care of God as I understand Him. When I do those things, man, I have a chance to make an impact, to contribute to life, as this paragraph just said. But with that, guys, I have rambled on way too long. I am so sorry. But I hope you all have a great day today. Please know I don't speak on behalf of AA or NA or Al-Anon or any other sector or denomination. I am just a friend in this lifeboat of recovery. And it is a thrill and a true joy to be here today. If we're given another set of 24 hours, my friends, I sincerely look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.